What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Scene Invaders podcast. This is episode 439, and I am Chad. We have Mr. Coach from a whole new location tonight. Mr. Coach.
And the lights are flickering, so
Okay,
Oh no!
who knows what future will bring. Yes,
Okay,
I'm
with not a
currently
horror movie in sight tonight.
on the road just south of Dollywood in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, on vacation with the family. So
Nice.
Sweet.
And he's still joining us. This is dedication, man.
For real.
We also have Miss Carly. Miss Carly, how are you?
Great.
All right.
I'm not on vacation.
Same. Not on vacation. I have my pink background as always, and you have Evil Dead as always. So that's good. Mr. Brad from Canada.
Also not on vacation. Not
Okay,
envious
right.
at all. Not envious
Man,
at all.
Not at all. Well, I said that tonight. Like, I was talking to Chris before the show, and I was like, "Yeah, Coach is at Dollywood." And he was like, "That sounds nice." I was like, "Yeah, it does." Like, vacation.
Oh.
Let's do it. Like,
I'll bet Coach doesn't have to clean up any dishes.
Oh no. Trust me. Like I said, they're soaking. There's a lot of soaking going on in the cabin.
Same. Oh my God. Same. Oh my
Yeah.
God. So anyway, guys, tonight we're
And
gonna.
this
do
isn't
something-
like Mormon BYU soaking. This is actual plates in the
Nice.
actual dishware in the sink soaking.
You said Mormon. Oh God. Okay.
Nobody's shaking this bed.
So anyway, guys, tonight we are doing something a little bit different than what we have been doing recently.
We're
We've
discussing
decided-
soaking.
Okay, right. This is an episode about soaking
That's soaking.
in all of its forms. No, what we decided is that each week for 4 weeks, we are all going to recommend a movie to everyone. So we're going to present 4 movies. Everybody gets to veto one until there is one left. We're all going to watch that, and it should be something that others have not seen, and then we will discuss it. And Mr. Coach did that last week. So, Mr. Coach, you can take it away.
Yeah, so I'm actually very glad that you guys settled. I don't want to say settled, but whittled it down to this one. Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl came out in 2015. It's a PG-13 movie, about an hour and 45 minutes long. The IMDb synopsis basically says high schooler Greg, who spends most of his time making parodies of classic movies with his coworker, Earl, finds his outlook forever altered after befriending a classmate who has just been diagnosed with cancer. Starring Thomas Mann and Olivia Cook, with great little supporting performances by Nick Offerman, Molly Shannon, Connie Britton, John Barenthal. It's almost, I want to say, kind of a Wes Anderson-like. It can have that feel at times of a Wes Anderson movie, only not as pretentious. But I
Yeah,
mean, this
for
is
sure.
pretty pretentious. But
It's not as precious as Wes Anderson is, I think.
yes, yeah. But it is a really well told story. I've been trading a couple things back and forth with Brad. Like, I related to this character growing up of like, yes, I was a quote unquote jock, but I also did theater, but I was also friends with the mathlete. Like, I could easily bounce back and forth between several groups. And as a film nerd now, I loved what they did with all the film references and stuff like that. And it's just I'm always up for a good, solid tearjerker that makes me cry in a good way.
Yeah. And that's what this did too. Like, I thought it is a sad movie. However, it's not exactly tears of despair.
It's
Like,
not a hopeless movie.
No, it's not hopeless.
That's the one thing I was really not looking forward to after you get the synopsis, and it's dealing with high school kids. So yeah, guess what? One of them is pretty young to be getting. I don't know. There's no real age limit on leukemia anymore, but just like Coach said, I was kind of in the same boat as far as in high school, just kind of like friends with everyone, not really in my own clique. And yeah, I was a theater kid, and me and my friends, we made silly movies, stuff like that. But it was not like hammers on classics or anything. But
Did you make a sock work orange?
No, and that's a missed opportunity.
That was
Yeah.
all the movie titles from them were pretty hilarious.
Yeah, what was it?
Yeah.
Like 4:30 Cowboy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Something. I laughed really hard at that one. It was good, but yeah, I don't know how it pulled off. Expected, but I didn't expect it.
Sure.
It was laid out, but like it's like, oh shit.
What toys with
Okay.
you a bit too through this? Because I mean,
It
there are
does.
a number of times where you're getting a lot of voiceover from him, and he's saying, "No, she's not going to die in this movie." And I think, I felt like I knew better through all of this, but it
I'm
does
hopeful.
sort of, toy with your expectations. And I think in a way too, like I was thinking about that last night about how he kept saying she's not going to die during this, and I mean, ultimately, of course, we're spoilers. Like,
Yeah, we're
I don't-
spoiling the hell out of this.
I mean, the
I mean,
title
she does. It's
spoils
called
it.
"The Earl, the Dying Girl." Like, but I think also like it kind of shows how she does ultimately sort of live too through this, and she finds a way with life and to kind of experience life to the fullest as much as she can by the end of this movie. So I thought that was a very interesting way to handle it. And I loved this movie. I thought this was so good.
Yeah, it was really awesome.
There was a little quirky stuff that I really liked, just like the Nick Offerman coming in, like holding the cat like this, pet Cat Stevens, like calling the cat Stevens,
Mhm.
the moose that tramples the gerbil.
Yes.
Like I desperately want the jacket that kid has, the green with the film thing on the
Yes.
back.
Oh yeah.
John Barenthal just coming in and killing it. I think this is kind of Olivia Cook's big breakout, and I thought she really makes it a sympathetic character. And even Molly Shannon, who is
She was
notoriously
hilarious.
goofy, like,
But she was hilarious here.
there's a
But
couple mice here. who want some cheese.
Oh yeah.
well,
she's
at
just
first I
being
thought she was kind of
flirty-
creepy.
Well,
I
she's
thought she
the-
was creepy the entire time. Sorry.
Yeah,
I didn't like
no,
she's
she
a little-
was a
she's
little too
effective.
flirtatious. A little too flirtatious with
I
the
wish
young
she would have
boys.
waited a little bit longer to crawl into a bottle, but I
Yeah.
guess everybody deals with shit differently.
Yeah, real. What did you think of this movie, Carly?
It's okay. Go ahead. You can say you don't like it. It's okay.
So, well, no, listen, it was not a bad movie. It just, honestly, I would have never watched it had it not been on this list.
I said the same thing.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mean that as like an insult or anything, because like I said, it's not a bad movie. I think it just, like Chad said, it kind of toyed with my emotions, and I didn't really appreciate that. Like, I get it, and it's based off of a book. I don't know how accurate, or how book accurate it is, but
Sure.
I don't know. I guess it just, and I'm sure you guys have probably had you may have had similar experiences, but I had to like deal with my dad getting sick for like over a year and slowly deteriorating. And
Sure.
yeah, I don't know. It just
So it
kind
hit
of,
close to home.
like, I get it. And I'm like, I just really didn't want to watch a movie about a girl dying.
Yeah, I feel like- See,
But
what's
there,
weird
but
about-
there were very well written parts, and I enjoyed the humor and stuff like that. And actually, one of the most interesting things are like after she has died, and he is going through her room and looking through all of her books and
Yeah.
seeing that she has like made these little diorama like artwork pieces or whatever out of all of these
Yeah.
books. And it makes you think about the story that her mother tells earlier about her father leaving, and then she remembered that her daughter just cut all of his books up. And then you like think, well, did she cut them up in that way, or did she just like ruin them?
Sure.
Yeah, and it got me thinking when John Barenthal's the teacher character said, "You learn things about people after they die."
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that just kind of hit me. It's like, look at how much he is learning about her right now. That I don't know if him and his coworker, not friend, coworker.
Yeah, right, exactly.
We're pretty private with their movies, and eventually some people saw them. But it almost like if he'd have even asked her a question, he could have found out so much more. He was so self-involved
Yeah.
was.
I didn't buy their relationship very much. Like, and I get that it kept saying like day whatever of the doomed friendship.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, yeah, because you're not really being a friend. You guys are, yeah, you're hanging out with her and giving her your time. And obviously she's getting something out of it, but it just,
Sure.
I don't know. I just didn't really feel that connection.
Yeah,
And they
me
didn't
neither.
have to like it. It didn't have to be romantic, you know?
I'm glad it wasn't.
Yeah, I'm glad it was.
That is the saving grace of it. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Would've been too
really
easy.
love that she bequeathed him a pillow.
Yeah,
After,
that
after
fucking
the
pillow.
Yeah.
God, it was so funny. See, I
Yeah.
actually really bought their relationship in this because I
Okay.
felt like at the beginning, like his mother's basically just urging him. They find out this girl has leukemia, so of course that's tragic, and
Mhm.
she's just basically forcing her son to like go and befriend this girl, like by force. Like, no, you're gonna go spend time with this girl because she has leukemia, and it's sort of like he's doing it because he has to. But I
Mhm.
kind of felt the like click there when they sort of found like something that they could both relate to, and like she discovers he's making these movies and stuff, and it felt to me like a very real friendship, I thought. And I see how it sort of progressed from I have to do it into okay, yeah, we're friends, and this is
Right.
an important relationship in my life. And again, not romantic, just as friends.
Yeah.
And
I definitely got that from her, but not so much from him. I don't know why, but yeah,
Well,
I definitely felt more so from her.
Well,
I think
you
he's
can
such a
definitely say
guarded
he's
character.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that he calls Earl his coworker
Mhm.
Yeah.
is kind of a big clue, and
He has no
you know,
friends
kind
by
of
choice.
yes, he has no friends, but he can kind of jump through. You know,
He's
like I
really
love
good
the
at
fact
masking.
of how he
Yeah.
put his foot in his mouth when like so oh gosh, I should know the name. Olivia Cook's character is basically telling her friend that she got the test results,
Mhm.
and he's
Yeah.
walking by like, "Yes, oh my god, yeah,
Yeah,
Just
they're the
got
worst.
it."
But
But
I did.
Go
So I liked when he shows up.
Mhm.
The mother is flirtatious and weird and
Mhm.
just kind of but
Definitely.
she pulled that off really well. That was her character. She nailed it. And when he's almost saying, "Hey man, hey you, the one who we now know is sick and dying, can you do me a favor and get my mom off my ass and let me
Right.
hang out with you? You would really be helping me out."
Yeah, really.
And I did like the honesty there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But
thought it felt very realistic in a way. Like,
it's like Carly said, were they friends or was it just they were just together?
I think
And
to me, they felt like very genuine friends. I thought.
I don't
thought
know.
that relationship
Or
really
maybe it
worked.
was just something like a friendship that I missed. I mean, I know it was time, it was company, it's it's comfort. But
It's
I
also
mean,
like the time that he's put in, you can't exactly walk away from that either.
no,
then
What
you're
I-
the
but I
guy
mean,
that
it looked
because
like
then you're the one who walked
he
in
got
the
more
door.
out of it than she did.
I thought that it seemed like he was more intimate with her than he was with
Mhm.
Earl, his coworker, and they've been friends since they were just little coworkers or whatever. They're friends, but they've been
Right.
friends since they were little. But they had their relationship was just very like, I don't want to say business. I mean, they clearly were friends, but there was just this sort of like stilted and kind of like
Mhm.
Business friends.
a bit of like a wall between them, even though they were friendly, where it seemed like he let down his guard a bit more with her and stuff. He's sharing things about like having to go to college and trying to pick
Right.
school and what's going on at home. And
He's
all of
so
that.
guarded. I mean, like you see how awkward he is when she forces him to have lunch with like
Oh
her
God.
table,
Yeah.
and just instantly has to
Excuse himself
leave,
because
and then he has to put
Mhm.
down one of the weaker guys or one of the the
Social
standout
outcast.
kids, social
Yeah.
outcasts.
Yeah.
The two scenes that really stand out to me, the drug scene, I just loved the whole
It's so
way
funny.
that happened.
I really
And
did
just-
think it was the teacher for a while too.
Yeah,
I was
it
like,
was-
oh, he had weed soup. Okay.
Weed soup, yes.
I've never
That's how
had
he's
weed
getting
soup.
through his day. Like,
And the fact, like, because I've seen this a couple times, and like when he says, like, "Oh yeah, here's some cookies," and like it doesn't even dawn
doesn't
on
dawn
me,
in.
even
Yeah.
seeing it a
Right.
couple times.
How
I was
good
gonna
is
say, too,
Barenthal?
oh, he's so
Oh, he's
good. Oh
great
my
in it.
god.
We,
He's
Dude,
just hard to
the
get your
about
eyes off of.
research.
we talked about it that like John Barenthal makes everything better, and this is a
Mhm.
prime example. Like, he is not a main character, he's not a lead character, he's almost not even a side character. He's just kind of there.
He's
Yeah,
just a
he plays
character
through a few
with
times.
character.
With character, yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
But no,
really.
just him on screen, I always get happy. It's like, cool, John Barenthal
And I
with
do
his
think
bad tattoos.
I think this movie is manipulative for sure. It knows
100%.
it's manipulative.
Yeah.
But unlike broken record, everybody knows I was there when my partner passed away. He got pancreatic cancer and he was sick, and I was there for all of it. And it was hard. It was like the hardest thing I've ever fucking been through. And I always seek out things, though, to like provoke those reactions and that emotion in me as a weird way to like force.
Mm-hmm.
Like I call it my therapy in a weird way, like music I listen to and movies that I watch and stuff that I know are going to provoke a reaction and make me cry and all that kind of stuff. And this movie definitely did that, because I thought there were a lot of things where I was like, oh God, this like is hitting very close to home and it's making me uncomfortable. But then I was like, crying. And I was like, I love this. This is so good, because it just is like, it's an outlet for me in a weird way. And I'm just a person who likes to like go into the guillotine and like face these emotions and like, well, I don't know.
This movie reminded me a lot because I lost both my folks to cancer. The kid reminded me of myself in high school, not that guarded. I actually had friends, but I had my own little weird projects. And it just, I don't know, it made me really think about, okay, like it took me back in time, and I'm like, oh man, I remember this. What would happen if I did that? You know, just little spires of maybe if I was kinder, or maybe if I wasn't as kind in certain aspects, and just, I don't know, it really made me think.
What if I knew just a little bit more?
Yeah,
What if I knew just a little bit more? What if I asked a couple fucking questions?
Yeah, for real.
You know,
what if I'd let my guard down a little bit? Not us necessarily, but him as a character, like how things could have been very different for him, because he's very likable, I think. Yeah, he's awkward and he's a little bit weird, but again, he's able to float through all these groups and have friends kind of in every spectrum. So, I mean, I think he could have been, if he had just been a little bit more open with people, probably a fairly popular kid. Maybe not like jock popular or anything like that, but like a decently popular kid. There was a movie that this actually, it's not very similar in a lot of ways, but a movie I kept thinking of while I watched this, which is a much more, I think, serious. This movie is way funnier than what I thought it was going to be. Let me preface this.
Yes, no, I was happy for the laughs.
That was my fear, that some of the jokes wouldn't hit. Like, to me, this is my humor, so like
it hit with me for sure.
Yeah, totally, I loved it.
Yeah, it was super funny. But there was a movie I kept thinking of during this called The Spectacular Now, and it's highly recommended. I highly recommend that shit. Nobody's dying of cancer in it, but it's dealing with like extremely heavy like teen topics. And well, people die in it. But
The
maybe,
Spectacular Now,
not die, but
it's Miles Teller and she was like the girl of the moment for a while.
Yeah, Shailene Woodley. Hell yeah.
I don't know her.
Yeah, that movie's spectacular. I mean, it's in the title too.
Now
it is really, really great. And it kind of reminded me, that's like sort of a heavier version of this in some ways, kind of.
Yeah.
I think it's dealing with I mean, even though this is dealing with like death and losing your friends and cancer and shit like that, it still has a lightness to it that I think it makes it a bit more watchable, kind of, and like approachable. Whereas The Spectacular Now is just a slightly heavier movie. But for some reason, that's the movie that kept running through my head for whatever reason when I watched this. But yeah, this was a pleasant surprise for me. I was like, oh, Coach knows me. Like,
it was a good movie. I really enjoyed it.
My concern was, Chad, I didn't want to trigger you.
I'm looking for the triggering
parlay of the time, but you know, I'm the irony is, so this the guy who wrote this, he did touch-ups on or did the screenplay for Elio and Luca.
Okay. Oh, okay. Interesting.
Now, Elio didn't exactly, work out, but this was more the brainchild of the director, who, like, you'll see something at the end. It's like, in memory of like
my dad or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like, it's more kind of his movie. He hasn't really done much after this.
Okay.
Which is a shame, because like
he's got,
he did something called The Current War, which was like about like the Edison and that back in the day, but like really hasn't done much, and there's not really, I thought he would have kind of done something more. But
I've always liked well done like teen comedies and teen dramedies and shit. Like I grew up on stuff like The Breakfast Club and Pretty in Pink and all that kind of stuff, and I thought this almost sort of fit in that same vein of things in a modern way, like kind of the outcasty kid.
It's that time in your life where you're just coming to a point where you can literally just become something else.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like you can just leave your old life behind, or you can just continue on. Like that time of your life is like you think the world's your oyster.
And it can be.
You're the smartest person in the world. No, I know everything.
Well, I thought it was smart that he wasn't like that, though, because he was very resistant about like picking school and going to college and all that kind of stuff. And his parents were sort of like pushing him, like, no, you need to like do this and go to school. And he was like, no, when I get there, I'm going to be weird. Nobody's going to like me and all that kind of stuff. And I liked that he wasn't some like know-it-all-y, like.
Well, when he said that, he says, when I get there, no one's going to like me. I honestly thought, you're right.
I was like, real. Like,
keep acting like this.
100%.
Okay, right.
Stop
correct.
being a bitch.
That's exactly. Thank you.
Yes.
That's what I was
Like,
thinking.
I get it. Yeah.
It's
got all
hard.
that self-doubt,
But I mean, it was kind of fostered because nobody. I mean,
called him out on his shit.
His father was
Except for
so. Earl did, yeah.
Self-absorbed.
Yeah, Earl's my one part of this movie that I thought was not a
more
negative.
of him.
Yes, same.
Yeah,
I wish so much more there had been more of him.
Yeah.
He was very
like-
underutilized, and
I liked Earl's
so
brother.
funny. Earl's brother. Oh my god,
Earl's
that got my
brother.
biggest laugh when they
Hey,
were
white
fighting.
boy. Hey, white boy,
Smack
make me a
it.
tulip. Make me a tulip. No, seriously, can I get one of them
No,
tulips?
yeah, I want one of those tulips. When they were fighting too, when him and Earl were fighting, and his brother was on the porch, like, yeah, get him. That got my biggest laugh out of this movie for sure. Really, really good stuff.
Just wanted to touch on the penultimate moment of of Olivia Cook's character seeing her movie.
Ooh.
Oh god.
Like, did you think that he was going to end up at prom with the hot girl?
No,
I
knew he was going to the hospital. I knew he was going to the hospital.
I didn't
that
know.
was just.
I'll be honest, I didn't. I thought he was kind of, like maybe they would swing by after or something like that.
Well, I didn't realize how far into the movie I was at that point. And I was like, oh, I'm only an hour in. Like, I really thought there was like way more left of it. It just flew by like that for me. So I was like, oh, wait, what's going on?
I was just surprised that he was actually able to get a limo like the day
And a suit.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, to be fair, the suit
limo
didn't look like
driver.
it fit very well, but yeah.
Yeah,
No,
the limo driver.
The limo driver was
You guys
funny.
would get freaky on my leather?
You love her? You love this girl?
That shit was funny.
I do love how every adult was such a wacky character.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't have anybody standard in this.
Well, I think that's how teens see adults a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Is like a kind of offbeat
Yeah.
and off kilter sort of older person in their life, eccentric and strange, and they're just on different levels. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Nick Offerman in this, he made me laugh quite a bit too.
Oh yeah.
The food he was making and the movies he
It's
was
a
watching,
cuttlefish.
and
Right,
he just
perfect
nonchalantly
deadpan.
hands them pig's feet out on the porch. He was like, "It's pig's
Yeah.
feet." They're
shows
just
up in a kimono.
My dad's a tenured professor, which means he doesn't really have to do much ever.
Yeah.
He's a sociology professor.
A tenured
Real.
sociology professor.
That got a
My-
good chuckle out of me.
Yeah,
like, yeah.
for sure. What year was this from again, Coach?
2015.
Okay, so yeah,
You
less
know,
than a decade.
like the other
Or a
one
decade.
that it constantly competes with is the Ezra Miller, Emma Watson. I'm gonna look it up and try and keep talking at the same
The
time.
Flash Harry Potter.
Okay, right.
The Flash meets Perks of Being a Wallflower.
I have not seen it.
Oh, I haven't
Oh
seen that.
yeah, I haven't seen that either.
I feel like I probably should.
It is constantly compared to that.
You did bring
where-
that up, actually. Yeah,
Yeah, and it's kind of like are you more Team Marvel or are you Team DC?
Oh, okay,
Mm.
gotcha.
But,
Do you like Perks of
I-
Being a Wallflower?
I enjoy them both. I think this is a far superior
Okay.
movie. However, there are some great performances by like Perks of Being a Wallflower is where Ezra Miller became, like a commodity. He's
Yeah.
very good in it.
Before he ruined everything for
Before
himself.
he ruined it.
Yeah, before he
But,
went
you know,
I mean, it's fine.
weird.
really crazy and yeah.
Pre-Flash and pre-crazy
Yeah.
Ezra Miller.
Right.
Breakdown.
Good lord. But yeah, this one it's a highly recommended from me, guys.
Yeah, me too.
It seems like we are split a little bit on it, but yeah, I really like this. If you want to weep and watch something, I just thought it was pleasant, and it's not too dark or any of that kind of shit. It's just a pleasant, I thought, pretty breezy watch that is probably going to make you feel.
Well, I consider it an accomplishment that we got everybody to see something that they wouldn't have seen anyway.
Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I would have.
So
I've never
that-
heard of it. I
yes.
don't know why I've never heard of this because this feels like some shit I would like seek out to watch. Oh, it's gonna make me cry. People are dying of cancer. Great. Let me
Aw.
cue that up.
And again,
Sign me up.
Whoa.
I am prepared to watch horror. When the time comes, I'm
Okay.
prepared. So
I'm trying to be very
I think
nice.
you guys know my
Yes,
limit.
we're trying to be.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be very respectful and pick.
I just pick Hereditary
However-
4 times, and it's like eliminate one, guys. Like
Where's Dave? Dave's not here, man.
Aw.
you had to go back to Dollywood, guys.
His new happy place.
I need more color and more Dolly in my life after watching
Mhm.
Hereditary.
Yeah, I would never do that. I would never do that. Like I said, mine are not the ones coming up tonight, but I don't know if I said it on the show last week, but I know I've told these guys that I'm going to go for all erotic thrillers for my list of 4
The
and
problem
things
is
that there's no wrong
trying
answer.
to pick ones that we haven't seen already.
Right.
That's
Oh,
true.
I've got
I've seen a lot.
some for sure. I'm excited. Yay. Okay. So anyway, from that, we're going to move on to Mr. Coach and see what he watched this week, which he's traveling, so it wasn't a lot.
So
Hell, I don't even have to travel for me sometimes. For
I sat down for the Amazon original.
Oh,
Heads of State.
okay.
Now this stars John Cena and Idris Elba. The synopsis is when the UK Prime Minister and US President become targets of a foreign adversary, they are forced to rely on one another to thwart a global conspiracy.
That sounds amazing.
This
Wait a minute.
is
Wait a minute.
Yes, go ahead.
are they like the presidents?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds
Okay.
so good. Hell yeah. I
So-
love
John,
shit like
John
that.
Cena's the president?
John Cena is the president of the United States, and he
Well,
plays
I could see it.
He plays an Arnold Schwarzenegger type
Yes.
thing of yes.
What'd
Only
you
like
call
he's
me?
Actor turned politician.
yes,
Yeah.
he is literally a action star that is popular and becomes the president.
Okay.
Not
And so there's always like
Impossible.
the joke
I'd buy
of
it.
like him being a terrible movie star.
Okay.
Aw.
it's kind of fun.
Idris Elba is the reserved kind of British. He recently his girlfriend left him and stuff like that. Like, and there's the nice banner back and forth before the like John Cena's like, you really need to get married at least. Then there's the people look at you different, and there's this back and forth of John Cena cares what the people think of him, and Idris Elba doesn't.
Okay.
Okay.
The culminating thing is both of them on Air Force One, where terrorists attack, shoot down Air Force One. They parachute into behind enemy lines, and they have to try and work together. It's awful, but in a good way.
It
I
sounds
was waiting for
amazing.
that.
Fun, awful movie.
Yeah, like listen, there's a lot of bang bang, and this is like a USA Up All Night
Mm.
type thing.
Mhm.
I did have a lot of frustration with there is a lot of AI and CGI used.
Oh,
AI.
okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of like there's a point where they're
Extra
running
fingers.
like they're trying to get on a train, and Idris Elba doesn't really trust John Cena, and he's running trying to get the train, and John Cena throws out his hand, and they get on the train. He pulls him up, and it's the weirdest thing of like a huge green screen around him, and the doors just kind of go, and they slowly get smaller into the background.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of that where it's just like, did this just become a cartoon?
Okay, right.
God.
Well, great you say AI,
Amazon
guys.
has some money. You think they'd be able to spring on a couple special effects?
This is it's literally like, guys, we ran out of money. We got who's starring? John Cena. Great. Who's supporting? Idris Elba. Awesome. Who's all the supporting characters? We don't have any money. Nobody.
It's fine. We got this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, we have a train scene. What do? I don't know. Cardboard and paint. Like,
Right.
Wonderful.
there's times it can kind of come off like a sixth grade play, but
Okay.
it's your standard action. The Netflix had that weird Tom Hardy one, but it was done by the guy that did the
From
raid.
Yeah.
Yeah, where like it
Um,
worked, but there was things. It was like there's a lot of uncanny valley in it.
Sure.
Oh.
So that's kind of what this is.
Okay.
Listen, this is a streamer's
Paycheck?
dream of you can be on your phone while you're watching
Right.
this. And just like,
You're
oh,
playing
Okay.
Block
Bang, bang,
Blast
bang.
and watching this.
Uh, Yes, yeah. Candy Crush, high score.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They're getting along now. Okay,
So you're not missing anything by not watching, is what you're saying.
you're not missing anything by not watching it. However, that you could have some nice conversations about like, oof, well, okay. So that happened.
They're just kind of hoping you miss that while you're getting your high
Mm.
score on Candy Crush real quick. Like,
Yeah, they're like, oh, we're hoping they're not going to turn it off, so we get the full view click. But so I can't really recommend it, but I can be like, stay away from it.
yeah, exactly.
So
It
would
just
you borrow
exists.
it or buy it or burn it? Mm.
Well, I guess
burn
I
it.
still need packages delivered from Amazon to my
Okay,
house.
right.
Yeah, be careful.
So
there,
I
son.
already have the membership.
Yeah.
So stream it.
So if you walk in the room and it's playing, you can sit down.
Yeah, there it
Hmm.
is.
Put
I
that on a
walked in the room
poster.
tonight and the Electric State was playing, which I have not seen.
Oh,
Chris
It
was
is not,
watching it.
it's not the Electric State.
Okay. I
Well,
glanced
however-
up at it a few times and I was like,
Hmm.
I do have
I
to
don't know
tell
about
you
this.
that in the cabin here, K-pop and the Demon Hunters have been on repeat.
oh, okay.
My nieces are just 100% in,
Okay.
and I was
Look what you
trying to
did.
like, hey, like, oh, good, yeah, my sister's pissed, and like, I tried to be like,
Aw.
I tried to be like, hey, let's watch Mitchell's in the machine versus the Machines. It's the
I love it.
same, and no K-pop. We want to watch.
Okay.
Okay, go
Mhm.
ahead.
Music and
Okay, soda pop.
now you'll never forget it ever.
Ever.
It's your
Never
nightmares.
ever.
No,
No,
listen,
your
listen. I
dreams.
still love K-pop and the Demon Hunters. They're gonna do a sequel. Like,
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Yeah, Chris is trying to coerce me into watching that. I mean, it's not really much coercion. Like I'm pretty into it, but he was like, while his daughter's out of town, he was like, let's watch that together. I was like, sure. You tell me when, homie, and I'll be there.
Awesome.
Living room
So
date.
yeah, that's all I watched.
All right. So we're gonna move on to Miss Carly. Miss Carly. You had a full roster this week. What all did you
Ooh.
watch?
All right. Well, I put mine in order of worst to best
Oh.
movies I watched this
All
week.
right.
I'm gonna cross over somewhere here. I don't know where though.
Mm.
That's true. That's true. So that may be out of order. So the worst
Oh, you
movie
can put
that
that in your order. Yeah.
okay. So the worst movie that I watched was Resident Evil: The Final Chapter.
Okay.
Mhm.
That feels
And-
right. I mean,
Yeah. It was the editing was truly atrocious. It actually gave my husband a headache.
okay.
Oh wow.
And the absolute best part of this movie was how Ian Glenn, who plays Jorah Mormont from Game of Thrones, how he pronounced Raccoon City. You have to go to Raccoon City. I was like, oh my
If we could
God,
just
every
see
time, yeah,
Him and
every
Benedict
time,
Cumberbatch.
yeah, every time he said it, I was like, oh, it's just delightful. I loved it.
Raccoon.
Was this a
Penguin.
theatrical release?
Raccoon. Penguin.
It was, yes.
Okay.
And it was so bad.
Is it so bad it's good though?
No.
Okay. It's just
No.
bad.
And like I
Very
said, it's like
fair
hard to
enough.
watch. Yeah, it was just very hard to watch. The editing was just it did not stay focused on a shot for more than maybe 1 or 2 seconds total.
Okay.
It was
Oh,
like
wow.
cut here, cut there. It
Wow.
was like it was edited by Michael Myers. It was like cut.
Yeah. Right.
Well done.
That can work. That can work for me, but it has to
Not
be
in this. No.
wielded properly, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Total
Yeah, so
disappointment.
fuck this movie.
Yeah, fuck it. It
Wait,
was
what's it
not
called
good.
one more time? Resident Evil what?
Resident Evil, fuck this movie. No.
Okay,
Resident
yeah.
It was Resident Evil: The Final Chapter, which hopefully it is.
Is
Yeah.
that 5, 6, 7?
I think
Mm.
it's 6.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
I think it's
serious.
6.
So you did actually watch the entire roster of all the Resident
She
Evil
has.
movies. That's
I
actually
did.
pretty
I did
impressive.
all of
That's
the
really
live
impressive.
action. Yeah, I haven't
So I'm
watched
taking
all
it-
of the animated, but yeah.
Is this the worst one of the live action?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Okay. Good to know.
The one before it was only slightly better.
Okay, only slightly.
It's slightly
I feel
better
like-
than dog shit.
It feels like a franchise that like really could have something. Like there's a great idea there, and
Oh, and they made tons of money too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But they really went off the rails.
yeah.
Like, they just
I think I've only seen the first one.
They cherry picked from anything that was also popular around the time, and they said, "Well,
Sure.
we can have it here because we can do anything." Yeah.
It was basically just a vehicle for Mila Jovovich, which is fine. I like her. So
I love her
her.
too.
yeah.
So did her husband do all of it?
I was
Or
about to
He
ask
didn't
that.
do all of them. I think he did a majority. I want to say he did the first one, maybe the third one.
Is he
fifth,
Paul
and sixth?
Anderson?
I think is it West Paul? Oh no, is it
Paul W.S. Anderson.
Yeah,
Paul W.
it's one of them. I'm dyslexic.
Paul,
So
not Thomas Anderson.
yes,
Yeah, not Thomas Anderson,
PT.
right?
Yeah,
Right.
PW.
or yeah, whichever one.
Initials
so
abound
many-
on
yes,
this show.
Yes, and I'm dyslexic, so yeah.
Me too.
But
We got you, homie.
so then,
What was better?
What was better? Oh goodness. Okay, so then I'd say, well, see, I hate that because then the next movie that's only slightly better was Jurassic World Afterbirth.
Yeah,
Oh.
bitch. Afterbirth for real.
It
Oh
was
my
pretty
god.
bad.
I agree.
I saw your little short about Chad and Carly. You didn't say anything about anything this movie on air,
Yeah.
chat, or anything at all. So I was like, oof, woof.
Listen, it doesn't bode well for your movie when the first lines that are delivered by an actor are, "All right, let's get this over with." I'm like,
yeah, real.
what? I'm like, okay, yeah, let's get this over with.
Got it.
It's like, oh my god, and
I
that
had
freaking.
some hope for this one.
I did too. I did too.
too, but
I
Especially
never
with
made
it
it.
being directed by Gareth Edwards. I mean, he usually is so good about filming the scope and scale of things that are so big, but
Mhm.
I did not feel that at all in this movie. I was like,
Yeah.
the dinosaurs don't feel like they're there. They don't feel like they're heavy. Like you don't even, there's no good sound design. It was very weird. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just packed full of. There are a lot of characters in this movie. Even Scarlett Johansson couldn't save this one. I didn't think she's like a
No.
mercenary. She's like 5 feet tall.
With
And
with
it's
heart
just
of gold.
Yeah, right.
Like,
And it's just like you couldn't have found like. I mean, I get it. It's Scarlett Johansson or whatever, but more egregious to me is this family that they
Oh,
throw
God.
into the middle of this shit that are out on a boat, like for a family trip or whatever, like going somewhere that they know they really shouldn't be and shit.
Going
And
to
I mean, it
Dinosaur
does
Island.
it does, yeah. So the dinosaurs in this movie, they've all been kind of like banished off into like these parts around the equator where they're like left to basically die. Like they're people ain't fucking with the dinosaurs anymore, any of that kind of shit. But they've
Wait a
like
minute. So okay, so it is kind of because like the last movie, people were kind of cohabitating.
Dinosaurs
Fucking
everywhere.
dinosaurs.
Yeah,
right?
now it's just like
Oh, now they're
dinosaurs
vanished.
now. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
It ate enough people, and
Exactly.
they just said, you know what? Maybe we don't need dinosaurs around.
Well, yeah,
Well,
they've
no,
like
they're just-
mutated and shit, and
Yeah.
there's like
Okay.
mutant dinosaurs, and people are basically forbidden from like going where these dinosaurs are.
Yes.
And to be fair, they're like out in the middle,
Yeah,
of like
that's
who
isn't
wants
that
to
the
go
plot
there.
of every Jurassic Park?
Well,
Yeah.
most of them
Right.
have taken place at like a theme park where they're like asking people to like come and visit like where the dinosaurs are. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if you'd really have to convince me too hard. Hey, don't go where the dinosaurs are.
For real.
Done.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
But yeah,
Right.
this one, I thought it had a lot of promise, and I like the idea of there being like mutant dinosaurs. And
Mhm.
like leading up to this, I had heard that this leans like a little bit more into like the horror direction of how the series originally was and that kind of stuff. And of course, that piques my interest, and I want that.
Mhm.
And even though I bitch about the family that they toss in the middle of this, they do have like the one great like set piece in this movie where it's like the first third of the movie, definitely in the first half, I would say, where they're on the boat and you get this like extended action set piece with like water dinosaurs and shit.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it was really good. It was super well done. I was like, oh, because up until that point, I was like, oh, bitch, this is a struggle. And then I was like, oh, okay, maybe we're getting there. Like this might be picking it up. And then you
But
get
then-
that like burst
yeah.
of light. And then it's like, oh,
That's the peak of the movie right there.
that was the peak.
Really?
Oh my god. Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
definitely.
And then you have the freaking derp Rex and that lame design. It was so bad. I like, why did they make it look like that? And the Velociraptor turkeys, like
Yeah.
it just
for
that
real.
didn't work for me. It just
Yeah, they
was-
could have leaned
Oh,
more
they're
into
trying to do
the.
back to like the original design because everyone said that they should
Yeah.
have feathers and all that shit. But
And I,
Well,
mean,
and
I
there's-
can get into that. It's just, I don't know. It just
It-
felt
it-
lazy and
yes,
empty.
it felt like it was written by AI. It did not
Yes.
feel genuine at all. It was
very
like
real.
it was
John
just
Cena movie
just
made
always
this
like
movie.
this the entire movie.
It was like,
then
hey, Chat
because of
GPT.
that, it got kind of boring because
Yeah.
nobody just ugh.
That's the
Yeah.
sin that's committed for me too. I don't throw the word boring around too often about
I got
movies,
bored.
but yeah, this was, I thought, unfortunately pretty boring. And
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I was really
Sad.
Boring
surprised.
Jurassic Park movie with like
Yeah.
dinosaurs and
And I didn't
Scarlett
really-
Johansson.
I'll say I think it's a little bit better maybe than the last couple.
I
but
didn't
that-
watch the last one.
Well,
I heard it
you're
was
not missing
awful.
much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you're
heard it
not
was
missing a
awful.
lot. And yeah, this just was, and it made tons of money and shit because, of course, it did. But I want to
There was
love this
nothing
franchise.
else in the
Yeah,
theaters.
that's very true.
Now, Chad, did you like the part where it? I'm sorry, that whole like field scene with the big whatever mutated. I was like, why are there so many of them? And I just thought it was really lame with the little
And they-
cat tails that were like, what?
Yeah,
This is
and-
just stupid.
They also throw a fucking baby dinosaur up in this thing,
Oh,
which
of course they do.
it could be cute, kind of maybe,
toys?
but like,
Selling
you can-
toys?
yeah, it's
It didn't
that for
work.
sure.
That poor
And-
dinosaur's gonna die too. She's
It's just trying to make you like care about like the dinosaurs as because like you have this cute baby and it's pretty harmless and all that kind of
Mhm.
shit. And the family's like dragging it around everywhere and shit. And yeah, this just felt very empty. And like one thing, movies do this all the time, and they're saying things that. So one of the big things that bothered me about this is this like big anti-capitalist message that this movie has.
oh god.
It's very about
Oh,
that.
it had a lesson too.
And
Oh,
it's
it
just
of
like,
course.
here's our $200 million fucking franchise
know.
monster movie that we want you to buy all the Lego toys for and all this shit, but we're anti-capital. I'm just like, you know what, bitch? Like, you've lost me on this. Like, this is not working for me. And that's get your message on. I don't care what the message is, but it just is so at odds with like what you're watching and like what
It
you're
really
sitting in the
is.
theater and you paid $15 to come and see and shit. And I'm just like,
It's
it
a
just
hot
didn't
mess.
work. And it felt, it's not preachy, I wouldn't say, but I mean that clearly is like the message of the
When you're selling
It-
$50 popcorn buckets, you can't
yeah,
be like, Viva
exactly.
la resistance.
Whoa.
Yeah, exactly. And it's
Yeah,
it just
definitely. It wasn't offensive, but it was more kind of like, oh god.
Yeah, it was just
kind of
an
like
eye roller.
cringy or like
Yeah.
eye rolling more than anything. It's
That
like,
was,
please.
one of the things that James Gunn was coming out this week was just like how they did push back Superman because he really wanted a good script, and that's kind of like why they scrapped a lot of DC stuff. Was like, if the script doesn't work, we're not doing it. And he was able to.
Fair.
He was lucky enough to be able to stand up to that. And I more and more as these flops happen, you look at it and it's the story and the script. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know,
that's
like
how
the
they
ones
are.
that we like. F1 was a you know, is it generic? Yes, but
Yeah,
then they kind
but-
of pepper it with nice things.
Yeah, hell yeah. And that's how this could be. Like, I don't need anything spectacular out of this. I just
Yeah.
want to watch dinosaurs fuck people up. And I mean, you get a little bit of that for
That-
sure, but
That's what I
It's
wanted
just-
to ask. Is there? I've been wanting to see dinosaurs fuck people up since the first one.
yeah,
Because
and they do.
I think realistically they bit one person in the first one, and the second one, and all that stuff. And I thought,
Newman got
Like, is there a better approach? Like, is there any saving this franchise, because it has just been going down and down and down and down? The only problem, it's making money, but it's
Yeah.
just
Oh,
going
yeah.
down. I'm like, pitch. Okay, I got a pitch. Yeah, dinosaurs are really bad, so we're setting up a bunch of bounties on them. Bring us dead dinosaurs.
I
And then
think
you
that
got an action movie of people trying to kill dinosaurs and
Or-
dinosaurs killing
Can't you
Yeah,
do
or like
like-
a Western type deal.
Yeah.
something.
or like
simplification
the
is
Avatar
the key here.
thing where it's like we have one underwater and like it's an underwater research lab, and now we have like a Jaws type thing.
Mhm.
You
with
could
giant
you
do
get-
other
dinosaurs going
things.
at this.
You get some of that here. I just think simplification kind of might be part of the key here. They're introducing so many characters and so many different storylines that just aren't necessary.
Oh
Like
yeah,
his
it ultimately
keep
didn't
it
matter.
simple.
Yeah,
And like the
Characters any
family,
good?
the family that they introduced in this,
it's
honestly,
totally
the movie would have-
unneeded.
it was unnecessary in every way. They provide one great action set piece, but
You
otherwise
could have had
they have-
somebody else do it. Yeah.
they have no bearing on the story at
No.
all in any way. So you're just like forced to spend time with all these people that are making these dumbass decisions constantly that just don't have any like consequence to anything. And that
No.
can be fun if everything around it is super simple. But it gets kind of, it's not overly convoluted, but it gets a little bit convoluted. There's just too much shit going on and too much story. And I know that sounds weird to say that, but it's just simplify it and just show us dinosaurs fucking bitches up
Yeah.
and make us be scared of them again. And that's, I mean, I think that would be a bare bones, like back to basics approach would be very nice here.
Well,
Because
yeah,
people are
and
not going to this for like character development and shit. They're just not.
yeah. Well, so and then what did those ancient ruins? Where did those even come from? They didn't even talk
Oh,
about anything
geez.
about that. I'm just like, that's really interesting. I'd like to know about that.
Yeah, and like that kind of stuff I think would have been really cool. Like they
Yeah.
had some great opportunities for like cool set pieces and cool moments, but
Yeah.
it just was bogged down by boring characters that you just don't care about. And yeah.
Bummer.
Yeah, this was so clearly
Yeah.
a skip from both of us. I
Well,
thought
thanks,
this was
thanks for
And-
taking
and-
a bullet, guys. Honestly, 'cause I was
Yeah.
gonna go see this, and then I saw, like I said, I saw Chad's review. He says this sucks. So,
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you
Chad,
said
were
absolutely nothing. So it's like, oh, okay, I'm not gonna go see this.
were there a bunch of people that were talking in your theater too? Like there were
My-
constantly people just talking. I was like, and had the movie been better, I would have gotten angrier and actually like
Yeah,
leaned
sure.
over and said, "Can you please stop talking? Like go to the lobby." Like
Luckily mine
I've
was pretty
done
well
that
behaved.
before, but yeah, no.
I went
didn't
to
wanna
see
do
it
that
at
this
like it was a 12 or 12:30 showing
Okay.
on Thursday. And my theater was like, I think I sent you guys a photo, over half full for sure. Like I was
Mhm.
surprised to see it that full for that
It was
time
very
of
full
day.
for me.
And luckily, and this kind of is like the standard at my theater, it's just a pretty well behaved theater for the most part.
Mhm.
That's
Thank
cool.
God. So yeah,
Riley,
it was,
what,
it was okay in
what,
that way.
what movie did you tell people to fuck off to the lobby?
Oh.
What movie was it?
What was it? It was the sequel to Halloween Kills.
Oh,
Is that the second one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this woman that was sitting literally in the aisle in front of us, she had headphones on, and I could hear her music.
no.
And I
Fuck off.
finally got sick and tired of it, and I said, "Can you turn that off? Like, can
Yeah.
you leave?"
or turn it
What
way
are you
down.
doing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
listening
get
to
out of the
music in a
movie theater. Yeah,
That's very
it's
she
strange.
probably
great.
shot you a look like, are you
I think she
crazy?
was drunk. I think she was drunk.
Oh,
She was
okay.
there like with her boyfriend or whatever. I don't know. She
Fair
finally,
enough.
I think she finally ended up fucking off.
Good.
But
That was her protest. Like, I'll go with you, but I'm going to bring my Sony headphones.
Right. Oh God, wait in the car.
For real. But yeah, skip this one, guys. I think I said in my short, like, I know it was a holiday weekend, but I would have recommended to go see literally like almost
Anything else? Yeah.
that was playing in
Wow.
theater than this. It's one of my worst of the year so far. I think part of that is I didn't have a ton of expectations, but I was just so
No.
disappointed by it. Even though there were low expectations because of the last couple or whatever. But yeah, it's just a slog. Fuck.
Total slog.
Yeah.
Agreed.
bummer. What else did you watch, Miss Carly?
All right, so slightly better than Afterbirth was a Polish movie called The Lure,
Okay.
and that came out in 2015. It is actually a horror musical,
Oh, hell
and
yeah.
it
No way.
is it's loosely based off of Hans Christian Andersen's The Little Mermaid, and it takes place in Warsaw during the 1980s.
Okay.
It's basically about two mermaid sisters named Golden and Silver, who are adopted by a family of musicians that perform at a local nightclub.
Okay.
And one of the sisters kind of seeks love and acceptance with humans, while the other one wants to dine on them.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so,
As you do.
unfortunately, this was kind of more style over substance, and it's definitely not a movie for everyone.
Okay.
There are a lot of interesting but ultimately half-baked ideas in it. Some of the musical numbers dragged and seemed to focus on kind of looking cool rather than coherently advancing the story.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I'd never heard of this one.
Amelia Perez. No, I'm just kidding.
A penis into a vagina.
Yeah.
I haven't even seen that movie, but I'll never forget that.
I wake
Yeah.
up sometimes for real, and right as soon as I wake up, Chris is awake, and I'll wake up, no shit, and be like, penis to vagina. And that's not how it goes. And he dies every time because
Oh God.
That was
But
great.
yeah, I think that actually sounds kind of interesting in a way.
I
Sometimes
think you'd
like
actually
style over
like it.
substance.
Yeah. No, listen, dude, I actually still, and I know that how I kind of described it may have sounded like I didn't really like it. I kind of don't know whether or not I liked it. Like I feel like I wanted to like it more than I actually ended
Okay.
up liking it. But the practical effects and just the effects in general were really cool. Like how they did the whole, mermaid tails and stuff. But yeah, I was kind of hoping it would be more of in the vein of The Substance or even The Ugly Stepsister, but unfortunately it kind of wasn't.
Okay. Fair enough.
But yeah.
It sounds interesting. I might have to seek this out actually.
Yeah. If you're curious and you like weird movies, especially weird musicals, then definitely check it out.
I'll nudge Chris and be like, it's a musical.
Like it's a musical.
It's a musical.
It'll be fine.
I'd be like,
I'll
what
love
the fuck is this?
it. And then he's like, we're never watching anything you suggest again.
Yeah, please. Even if it's a musical. Okay.
Yeah.
But all right, so then that brings me to the last thing that I watched, which was actually the best thing that I watched this week. It was a super fun 25-minute horror short film with an interesting take on the killer doll genre.
Oh,
Okay.
Ooh.
I like that.
And it was actually recommended by my 9-year-old son.
Oh, hell yeah.
And like I said, it was easily the best thing that I watched this week. And I don't want to say anything else about it. Don't look at anything else
Okay.
about it. Just go in blind. Trust me.
What's
You
it called?
Is it YouTube
Called
or
Finley.
Finley.
Okay.
Yes.
It's YouTube?
It's on YouTube. Yes.
Oh, yeah, let's
I just
go.
realized I didn't say the name
Alright.
of the movie.
That's
Sorry.
okay.
But yeah, it's Finley.
Okay.
And that is the name of the killer puppet
Killer.
or
Yeah,
killer
okay.
doll.
Wait, did you say doll or puppet? Because they're different.
Oh, shit.
It's a,
Does it have fake magic?
technically-
No, I'm just
okay,
kidding.
technically it's a ventriloquist dummy.
Oh fuck!
Oh, no.
No, it's so good though. It's funny though.
sounds
I
amazing.
think you'll like it. I'm
Okay.
serious. Just give it a shot. It's 25 minutes.
Yeah,
I watched
YouTube
The
could
Ugly
be-
Stepsister, and I'm still a little freaked out.
Oh,
It's
God.
Oh, this
still
is
your
not
fault.
like that. No,
Still your
I
fault.
promise you. I promise you, it's
Okay.
not like that.
I'm gonna imagine though this is not probably Dave approved because he does not like Supernaturally or like.
It might be though. It's surprisingly funny and it's
Okay.
clever.
Okay.
Is this one of those things? If I wake up in the middle of the night and I see a shadow in the corner of my room, I'm gonna be like fucking Finley.
Maybe
I don't think so. I don't
Oh,
think
okay.
so. With the type of with the
That
type
wasn't a
of
no. That wasn't a definite no. That was. I don't think so.
I don't
No,
I don't think
not
so.
at all.
I don't like killer dolls either. They freak me out.
mean,
So yeah,
Not that I have, numerous
Ever.
just
ever, yeah.
clowns or dolls or
Phobia or
wooden
any type of
puppets
fear.
just chilling in my room, but
Oh
Sure.
yeah, no, not in the cabin. Definitely not.
Oh God, not the
Jesus,
Oh.
that's terrifying.
Don't
You're
plant
right,
things
the
in his
the
head.
scariest movie in the world here.
Sorry.
dude, there are so many carved bears. I'm gonna send pictures of all
Right,
the
it's
carved
probably
bears
nothing
in
but
this damn thing.
bears. Yeah.
Oh, there's
my
one
people.
that is very disturbing, but yeah.
It's actually our people, Dave. Well, actually,
Wow.
all of our people, Brad. Dave.
Everybody
I think we all
likes a good
qualify as
bear.
bears. Yeah.
Everyone loves bears.
And that was all you watched this
Finley.
week?
I'll check
Yes.
that out. I will.
Okay, Finley, I'm watching it. Okay, I have
Mhm.
one thing before we get to Mr. Brad that I watched this week. This is something I went to watch Me and Earl and the Dying Girl, and I was like, oh, let's just browse through everything new that's on Plex. And I come across a movie called Dead Mail.
Hmm.
This is, hold on, I have to find the thing. Written and directed by Joe DeBoer and Kyle McConaughey. Written and directed by both of those people. As they're both writers, both directors. And Coach is the one who runs this Plex, and I knew immediately. I was like, this does not seem like a Coach movie. And I was like, So I was like, why is this here? I know now why it is, but at the time I was like, did he just like hear something about this and was like, Chad and Carly might like this, so I'm going to add it to Plex. So I was like, you know what? YOLO. And I pushed play on this shit. And this movie blew me the fuck away.
What you're saying in the
love
chat,
this.
yeah.
Yeah. And so come to find out tonight before the show, Carly had actually asked for him to add this movie. And I missed that. So I had no idea. And Carly has not necessarily seen all of it, but I don't think cared for what she saw. And I guess I can see that kind of. This is a movie that is extremely committed to looking like it is from 1982, like
Yes.
from me, the most affectionate way possible. It looks.
Yes.
You could show this to someone and be like, "This is from 1982," and they'd be like, "Okay," and
Agreed.
you would just buy it. And that sounds like a style over substance thing, but I think this just goes beyond that for sure. This is such an interesting story about. God, I don't necessarily want to spoil it. It's almost a Misery-esque tale
Mhm.
about a guy who makes or works on or builds keyboards like Korg keyboard. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
a Moog.
Yeah, and a person who is very into his work doing this, basically. And a letter is put into a mailbox and makes it to like the USPS distribution in the area. And you come to find out they have like this whole segment of like work there where they try to like connect the dots on missing mail and try to find the owners of like where the shit was supposed to go, stuff that was mismarked or not marked properly or smeary or whatever it is. And this guy kind of becomes obsessed with this like blood smeared like note that's like begging for help. And it's just this really interesting and strange tale about them trying to get to the bottom of like where this note came from, what's going on with who wrote this note and in this house where this came from. And by the time the credits rolled on this, I was blown away for real. I thought this was so amazing. I think too, partially because it just came so out of nowhere for me. Like I said, I had never heard of this. And this is a Shudder thing. So if you don't have the glory of going through Coach's Plex, you should be able to catch it on Shudder, is what it seems like. And I thought this felt like the kind of treat that only comes around just like every once in a while. There is another movie called The House of the Devil that also
Yes.
looks like it's from 1982 or 83. It's a very different movie than this, as far
It's
as
so good.
as far as like
I did
subject
not
matter
fall
and all that.
asleep during that one. I'm
That-
sorry.
The House of the Devil is one of my
Yeah,
favorites. I
so
love
good.
it. But this does very much the same thing, where you can tell there's just this like commitment to the craft of filmmaking and this like love and respect for this time period of filmmaking that they're so eager to like emulate. But there's just still more to it than that. And I thought this was artistic, but not in an off-putting way. And it had a lot on its mind. It's so fucking cool. And yeah, I loved this. I tweeted about it and I was like, oh yeah, this movie, amazing. Watch it, everyone. And clearly you can see that that's probably not going to be the answer for everyone. But if you've like come to know my tastes on the show and the things that I like, and you kind of vibe with what I like, you absolutely are going to vibe with this. This is going to do it for you. But I see too like why this is not a crowd pleaser or work for everyone or any of that kind of shit. It's kind of filled with, it has this sort of like what's the show with Laura Palmer? It has this sort of Twin Peaks
Twin Peaks.
vibe to it.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
Twin Peaks.
pretty weird. Yeah.
In a way where all the characters are kind of quirky and strange, and it's the small town, so you're navigating like these kind of eccentric, strange characters. But I don't think it ever like goes into being like too strange or too weird or too Lynch or any of that kind of shit. You just have like an eccentric cast of characters with this sort of very interesting mystery and story at the center of it all. And yeah, a pleasant surprise, man. Dead Male, watch the fuck out of it.
And I
Again,
may even try to rewatch
yeah,
it.
you should.
Yeah.
I
This time with
definitely-
less intoxicated.
Yeah, okay, right. With less.
That could have been
alcohol.
that could have
Yeah.
been my issue.
I
That
recommend that
happens.
you do, and I think that you honestly like. I mean, maybe not. Like, I do feel like you would like this because I thought about you during this, and I was like, oh, I got to make sure Carly knows about it. It's for real. And it's just such an interesting, and like there's so many choices that are made that like create tension and shit like that are just unusual and not your usual ways of trying to go about like getting tension, and like weird quirky camera angles and stuff like that are not just quirky for quirky's sake. Like they really work. And I found myself like sitting in my chair in my office watching this, like gripping my hands together and shit. Not that it was scary, but it genuinely was like tense and shit. And I was like, man, this movie is like really getting me. Like it's making me nervous, kind of. And it did. It made me kind of nervous in the best possible way. And I feel like, Coach, you also would probably really like this movie. I think you would. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, I was about to say it didn't seem like it was like overly.
No, I don't think it would be
bloody
too much. I think you would appreciate just like all of the craft and skill with it. And I think that you would very much like it. Brad, I don't know how you would feel about this.
I just find it funny. Oh, Coach's delicate demeanor.
No, not that. But like, I just know like what you
It's
like
not-
and what
yeah,
you like and stuff. So
I've never felt like a princess before, but every
Aw.
week I.
Well,
Okay,
didn't last week the little girl said perhaps the seat might be too much for you?
the what?
Which one? What?
The F1
No.
seat.
Oh yes.
Oh
If
yeah.
this is too
Yes.
much for you,
Yes.
you can get a
this is too much
discount,
for you. You can come back.
young lady.
Yes, I know.
Hey,
We'll give you
take
a
advantage of
crown
being
and a wand
frail,
and everything.
frail and fragile.
Aw.
So yeah, that was it
Fragile.
for me, man. Definitely. Of the two things I watched this week, watch Dead Male and fuck Jurassic Park after Rebirth. I was about to say Afterworld. Fuck. Just fuck Jurassic World.
So we have an
review.
F Mary kill of the week. Everybody's killing Jurassic Park.
Yeah, fuck that movie for real.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now we're going to move on to Mr. Brad from Canada and see what he watched this week.
Well, what did I watch this week? I didn't make it out to see Jurassic Park after you guys gave your glowing reviews, and I'm like, 'cause I was getting
Save
ready
your
to buy a
money.
ticket.
Yeah,
I was
save-
getting-
Save
you thought
your
you were
money.
mad that you spent money on Megan 2.0.
Yeah, that was a better time.
That was a
me.
way better time.
Yes.
Yeah. No, so I stuck at home and I watched some Netflix and I watched just television. So on Netflix, I watched Old Guard Part 2,
Mm-mm.
a story about a team of immortals that kind of. Part 1
Do
was so much
immortal thing.
better. Part 1 was so much better.
They do immortal
Oh,
things.
They do immortal things. You know, they're like mercenaries and all that, and it's kind of clever that they're immortal doing immortal things. And this one just, I don't know, man. I'm just gonna spoil one little thing. At the end of part 1, the lead character, Charlize Theron, she loses her immortality.
Oh.
So I was not really jazzed about part 2 because I thought, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, how's that gonna work?
You're not interesting anymore. Like, sorry,
like
you
me.
lost the one thing.
you lost the one thing. And then she got it back because
What?
another one
That feels right.
stabbed
Yeah, why
somebody
not?
weird, and then somebody else got theirs taken away because they got stabbed by the last immortal who was found out by the first, and Jesus was there. And yeah,
It sounds more like Highlander now.
don't sully the good name of Highlander with this shit. Oh God,
I was
no.
gonna say this actually. You made it sound interesting to me, kind of. I was like, oh, this sounds sort of cool.
This sounds so stupid because I was on board with okay, immortals, maybe a genetic anomaly, who knows, you know. But then it kind of got like with magic and stuff, and I was like, nah.
Right.
You sold me immortal soldiers, and now you kind of got magic.
No.
So yeah, this one fell flat for me and was so grossly open for a part 3. But
Oh boy.
yeah, don't.
I hadn't even heard of the first one until you mentioned this one.
Like
And I
all
was
good
like-
things, it came from a comic book. I read the comic
Okay.
book, and it was kind of cool. And part 1 has pretty much one of the scariest things ever. It's the immortals. If they're shot, they're killed, whatever, they come back, right? And I guess there is at one point they will be shot or killed, like a rock falls on their heads or something, and they will die. They just won't come back. So it is kind of a crapshoot. So I thought that was kind of interesting. And in part 1, they're kind of like, I don't want to say jet setting because it happened like 500 years ago. Well, one of them is kind of forsaken as a witch.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh man, they're going to burn her, and I don't want to watch this. She's going to come back, and oh wait, maybe she's going to come back and murder everybody. That's cool. Well, no, they're on a boat, and they put her in an Iron Maiden, and then they pitch her off the side.
Ooh.
So
That's fucked up.
I guess she didn't float.
No, but I just the thought of, okay, you're drowning, you drown, and then you come back alive, just to drown again,
Yeah, can you imagine just perpetually drowning?
perpetually
Ew.
drowning for 500 years. Oh, part 2, she gets out. So,
Oh, I'd be like, I'd be
Yeah,
killing a bitch.
James Cameron
Yeah,
finds her
no
at the
shit.
bottom of the ocean.
exactly, but no, she comes back and is kind of like out for revenge. And I thought, you know what, you're pretty chipper for somebody that just spent 500 years of the worst
That's
thing.
completely waterlogged.
Yeah, yeah. So.
Zack Snyder would have had her slow mo cutting wheat.
Oh my god.
Well, speaking of Zack Snyder,
Oh shit!
yeah, him and James Gunn were on the latest
Oh, yeah.
episode of Rick and Morty,
Okay.
Hmm.
and they played themselves. And Zack Snyder has kind of a bit of a cameo as he's talking with James Gunn in the cafeteria at Warner Brothers, and all he really talks about is how big his arms are,
Okay.
because apparently he works out a lot. And yeah, James Gunn is actually the villain in this episode.
Oh shit.
It jokes about how franchises have just kind of gone on too long and they're kind of boring now and convoluted, Jurassic something. But they jump in with the superhero genre and how AI is supposed to be writing things, and Rick and Morty gets sucked into this movie, and James Gunn tries to steal the Movietron thing that sucks him in the movie. So it's Rick and Morty.
Sure.
But James Gunn plays just a prick and plays himself, and it's entertaining. It's entertaining. It's, what is it, 22 minutes? I kind of fell off Rick and Morty when it got too smart for itself, or wanted to be too smart for itself. But then I saw this little clip, and I thought, okay, I'll check this one out. And it was funny.
Well, it's very of the moment too. Yeah.
This newest season has actually been pretty good.
Yeah, that's what you were saying. So I might go back and just give a dance with her, because I do like the idea. I think it's funny and stuff, but I don't know. Just maybe at its height, it's one of those things where it got too cool, so I got bored of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm like that. So
Brad's too cool.
No, I'm not. I am the lamest fuck you know. I'll tell you how lame I am. I liked Ironheart, and apparently you're not allowed to.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I watched all of it, and I thought, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Okay.
I mean,
I feel
Yeah.
like the temperature around shit like this is always so dramatic. Like, I mean, I haven't seen it, but there are people that are going to be born to hate it, and
well, I don't know what anybody wants from these movies or these properties or whatever. And everyone says, well, this is wrong. You shouldn't have done this, shouldn't have done this, shouldn't have done this. And I hate to be the way this sounds, but okay, you write a movie, you get it made, and then you make it exactly the way you want it.
yeah.
Mhm.
And then people hate yours.
Okay, really?
Because it's cyclical. So, I mean, I like the special effects. I like there's a character called the Red Hood. He's from the
Ooh.
comic books. They're all from the comics. And I thought they was like a really good representation of it. And I like the practical special effects. In the Avengers movies, Tony Stark had like nanotechnology, I guess, because Robert Downey Jr. didn't want to wear the suit anymore. So he
Right.
hit it, and then the shell just kind of went over him. Well, this one is kind of more like it's a suit you have to put on, you have to dress in, and it's there. I don't know. I always like that just from Tales of the original Iron Man movies and whatnot. But
Sure.
and it has a big reveal that people have been gunning for in the Marvel Universe for 10 years now. So Sacha Baron Cohen is Mephisto, which is Marvel's Satan.
Oh shit. Okay.
A lot of people are a lot more gunning for this thing than I ever was, but it's like, okay, cool. He's here.
Yeah, they were teasing. This will be in Mephisto. This will be in Mephisto. Then Mephisto
Yeah.
will show up, and
now people are mad that he showed up here.
Do people did they want Sacha Baron Cohen as Mephisto?
I don't know.
Or just that character in general?
They just wanted the character.
Oh, I see.
They just wanted the character because the character's a MacGuffin. It's Satan, so that's why that's why that wasn't as good, because Satan did it and screwed things up. And I don't know. Like I said, I enjoyed the conflict. I enjoyed the effects. I enjoyed the acting. So what do you want?
And I think that's perfectly okay.
Yeah.
For sure.
And the last thing I watched, or at least I'm caught up with, is Apple TV's Smoke.
Okay.
Now, Dave and I were talking about covering this. I'm kind of glad we didn't, because it's not really a show that goes from week to week that is, I don't want to say worth covering, but it would be kind of hard to cover and be interesting.
Okay.
it seems like the sum of its parts will be greater than the week to week type thing of it.
I feel like this is a show that revealed things early on. I don't know if that's true.
Well, yeah, it did. It kind of there's a few mysteries like floating in the air,
Mm-hmm.
and like the scenery is really cool. The sense of actual fire is terrifying. Arson is scary, and there's some characters that make you very uncomfortable.
Sure.
So I don't know. I like that because you're either waiting for them to like snap or shake your hand or something. But yeah, out of all the mysteries, the one that I was most interested in, they kind of let the cat out of the bag at the end of the second episode.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh, okay.
They blew their load early.
So
Premature ejaculators.
yeah, we all
Jenny, I
hate that.
ruined your
I mean, that could work
No.
though, as long as they like.
As
play
long
it
as they
out
can
to
like
where-
rally and come
Yeah,
back.
right.
Yeah, give me another 20 minutes and we'll give it another shot. But come on.
Give me an
Okay,
inshore.
listen,
and
not for nothing. Ladies, gentlemen, take it as a goddamn compliment. I'm just saying.
Yeah, real. Facts.
Too much.
That is
I've said
facts.
too much. I've said too much.
Never.
Yeah, but I'm gonna stick with it because I'm hoping that the other mysteries that are kind of in the air are still as interesting. But as you watch, like I said, it's the 3 episodes in. They kind of let the cat out of the bag on the second one, but so now I'm watching with more of a particular eye certain things that happen with characters that it's happening with. But yeah, so it was TV and home movies and average week. Nothing setting that place on fire, no pun intended, but
There was
Didn't
no
hate
Resident
anything.
Evil, the final
Oh yes,
chapter.
poor
Okay,
Resident Evil.
right.
And I guess nothing got set on fire when you left the house and went to the theater with feather-covered dinosaurs. And
Okay, right.
no. Let's hope
Is
this week
everyone-
holds something better for us.
Is everyone planning to see Superman?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or I am.
Yes.
I'm
I
not speaking
definitely
to
am
everybody.
too.
Yes, I'm definitely going to go see it.
I mean,
I don't know
think
when
it was,
though.
It was last night or the night before. I was on Twitter where it is the land of no nuance ever, and everything's
Oh.
black or white.
Mhm.
And come to find out, James Gunn had made this statement about how Superman is political, and this is a political story he's trying to tell. And then, of course, you see one side of Twitter absolutely say, "This is the worst movie ever made. I'm not seeing this anymore. All of this bullshit." And I thought that was interesting because I'm absolutely still seeing it. I don't care,
Well,
and
do
I
you
have
know why
a
he said it
feeling.
why he said it was political?
Well-
It's because it's an immigrant story.
He's an
Yeah,
immigrant.
Because Superman's an alien immigrant. He's the ultimate immigrant. So I don't know
What
how
I
to make it
World
political.
immigrant.
He's also the whitest.
I was about to
immigrant.
say I also feel like he kind of assimilated, but you know.
He did pretty well. He did pretty well. I think
I
people
feel
are
like
happy
this-
he's here, and
I
I think
feel
Yeah,
that's
the rest
what
of us
yeah.
are just not flying. We're choosing not to fly. That's all.
That's it.
Yeah, I feel like like, and that's totally fine if people want to think that it's too political, but maybe they should wait until after.
Yeah,
they've
that's-
watched it. That's
They
all
see it.
that I
I
would
agree.
recommend.
Now you are just being
Yeah.
unreasonable, Carly.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen,
No shit.
Like, for
poo-poo all
God's
over a movie,
sakes.
all over you want,
Mhm.
however you want to, as long as you've watched it.
Yeah, you got to watch it.
Right.
So,
And I feel like, I think there's a part of me that feels like maybe James Gunn shouldn't have come out in that way and said exactly that.
Yeah.
Because it is such a divisive thing to say in this climate that we're in right now. However, I have a feeling when I go see this movie, and I don't know, I haven't seen it, that it's probably not going to be as overtly anything like that
yeah,
as people
I don't-
think it's going to be.
I don't think
Right.
it will
And
be.
People
I
are
could be
looking for a
wrong.
reason to get mad.
They were probably
Yeah.
doing press for 48 to 60 hours straight.
Yeah.
And it's like just stumbled out of, somebody asking a weird question. Like, well, it could have been somebody asking a question. Well, don't you feel it is an immigrant story? Yeah, I guess it could be.
Yeah.
It is.
Sure.
James Gunn
Right,
says
and
an
then
immigrant
it's
story.
right. God, no shit for
Yeah.
real. And I mean, all the early reaction to this so far seems to be. I haven't read or watched reviews on it, but you get the consensus of the reaction, and it all seems to be a little bit mixed to just positive for the most part. So I am burnt out on superhero shit. I have been for a long time.
Yeah.
However, I still kind of look forward to this. Like I've liked James Gunn's other stuff.
Yeah, me
I think
too.
this could be an interesting person
I
to
want
place
this to be
this
good.
with. Yeah, I want it to be good.
too, but
I'd like it to like rejuvenate me a little bit with like superhero stuff.
Is
Mhm.
Superman going to fly in it? Is he going to do superhero stuff? I want to see Superman do superhero stuff, and I'm good.
Yeah. Same.
I mean, you got Green Lantern, you got Hawkgirl, and like Lex Luthor looks really cool. There's a big kaiju in it, so like, I don't know.
It seems that James Gunn purposely cast Nathan Fillion just to torture him throughout this movie.
Apparently,
Where it's just
With the
basically
wig.
like, hey, this is my buddy. Guess what? We're gonna give him a terrible haircut. Hey, guess what? Guess what you're gonna do next? Guess what? Like,
yeah.
Right.
I'm excited for that to see someone torture Nathan Fillion.
Hey, the check clears for old Nate Fillion, so I think he can say, "Yeah, I'm good."
Yeah, for real.
Because he has been in every James Gunn movie. So
He
yeah.
does not need a darn penny after it was Castle and Rookie Cop, and he is
has a gambling problem. We don't know.
Okay, right. He might.
maybe he's a terrible person. I
He
don't
might be.
But yeah, I
There's no
urge, like
touch.
Carly said, man, I urge everybody to, before you just make judgment on some shit before you've ever fucking seen it, just go see it or
Yeah.
wait until it comes home and see it. But see it before you make up your mind about it.
Please.
I got
100%.
another
Very
Fantastic Four is going to be terrible.
And that
Maybe
may
another-
very well be, but yeah,
be.
It doesn't look appealing
I
to me.
won't say that
I'm
it's
kidding.
terrible until I've watched it.
Yeah.
But piling on that, how about this? If you don't want to see it, shut the
Don't.
fuck up.
Yeah. For
Yeah,
sure.
Not seeing a movie is not an accomplishment, people.
I agree.
Like
No.
I'm not seeing this. Good for you.
But I will say movies are very expensive
Yes, they
nowadays.
are.
So I totally understand voting with your wallet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
I
don't
mean,
go.
you have to. I think
Yeah.
most normal people who aren't doing like what Carly and I are doing, or Dave, like where you have a pass, where you can kind of essentially, for all intents and purposes, see unlimited movies every month for a flat fee. Yeah, it's
Or
expensive,
on
man.
Wednesdays, was it Wednesdays and Tuesdays now? Or I mean,
I think so,
AMC, they're
yeah.
50% off.
yeah, even
cheap
like movie
Tuesdays, sure.
taverns, like
Oh, okay.
$5.
Yeah, that's the way to do it for sure. Get you some
All right,
popcorn
well,
for
I hate
$20.
you all.
Fuck.
God.
Yeah.
Well, all I have to do is see Superman this week, so I need something else to see. Brad, what do you recommend?
Real.
Nice segue.
That
Very
was a
good.
good
Very
segue,
good. Yeah, I
You
like
let me know
Dave,
when you're ready to bring the thing up too, and I will.
also whittled down a bunch of movies into 4 movies that well, screw it, I like it. So let's see if you guys, let's see which ones you guys hate.
Fair enough.
We'll
And
go
really
from that,
quickly,
so you can veto that.
before we go into it, what order would you like us to go in to choose?
Alphabetically.
All
Okay, I
right.
had to think
Chad.
about that for just a second.
Sorry.
Okay.
Think about it, Chad.
And
Carly's
that
first.
is-
I would
that
too.
is Panic.
Oh wait. Oh, alphabetically by person or by
Yeah.
the movie?
No, by you. Like you're going to be
Oh,
the first one to
by
veto
person.
something.
Who's-
And then
who
me,
gets-
and then Dave.
You get the veto
Okay.
first, and then Chad, then
Gotcha.
Dave.
All right.
Perfect.
Here
All
they
right,
come.
bring them all up.
guys.
That
Drum
all
roll.
4 of them come up at the same time. So, all right,
Ooh.
we got some 90s wonderment here.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
This is a tough choice.
starting with Kissing a Fool, turned out to be kind of a rom-com that me and my buddy didn't know was a rom-com when we went and seen it together,
Okay.
and found out that it was just me and him and 2 other couples that were voraciously making out. We refrained and just watched the movie instead. Yeah, and then there's A Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, one of my absolute favorite movies,
Okay.
about 2 grifters. And there's a couple scenes that you really couldn't make today that fly in this movie.
Mhm.
Harrison Ford and Regarding Henry,
Okay.
about a lawyer that gets shot and comes back to be better, kind of, maybe.
Okay. Kind of.
And a threesome about, it's not an erotic thriller, Chad. About
that'll be my list.
3 college friends that by happenstance cohabitate the same room where you're really not supposed to, with boy, girl.
Okay. Is that Laura Flynn Boyle?
It is.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Oh
Stephen
shit.
Baldwin.
This is gonna be hard as fuck. Holy shit. Okay.
And Josh Charles, thank you very much.
I was gonna get to it.
Dang.
I like Josh.
I had a
Charles.
crush on him when I was a very young girl.
Had she says.
Yeah.
She said had.
Especially don't tell mom the babysitter's dead.
Dead.
The dishes are done, man.
They remade that a couple years ago.
Ew.
Wasn't it a TV show?
I don't know. I know it was
No,
remade though.
I think it was just a really bad movie.
Yeah, probably that.
The remake, not the original.
Yeah, original was good.
You're the first one to veto, Carly.
Oh goodness. Okay, everybody's gonna hate me because I'm going to choose Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Oh,
Sorry.
I am shook.
I would have
Just
agreed
thrown a
with her
wrench.
because Comedy Central basically ran that 24/7.
Yeah,
I've
so-
never
so
seen
I-
it.
I think I can recite it.
Okay. Okay, fair enough.
All right.
Oh,
Chad,
I'm
you're up.
next. Oh, fuck.
You're up.
Okay, fuck. Shit. Like where I thought we were going to end is definitely not where we're going. So I'm so thrown off right now.
That's why I thought I'd throw that wrench in there first
He
thing.
just kicks it
I was
right
like-
in.
I am going to veto Kissing a Fool.
Poor David Schwimmer and Jason.
Aw.
I don't have anything against y'all. I swear. White people on the cover. I swear.
So
now it's
here's
up to
the
Coach.
thing. I know about one of these films, but I
Ooh.
don't necessarily know the film. So, like, I know facts about it
Okay.
Mhm.
in terms of it was J.J. Abrams' first screenplay, but I've never really seen the complete. So I'm gonna kind of be selfish here because
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I remember parts, but I don't remember the whole enchilada.
Okay.
God, it's like you can watch it on your own time, asshole.
No,
He's
I'm
gonna
done with any
veto-
of them. I'm
He's gonna
excited.
veto threesome. I know it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Hold on a second. We have the randomizer of the internet.
Oh shit. Oh god.
No, you must choose. You can't ask AI.
Chat GPT, pick one or two.
Oh, you're a dick. You're a dick. You want to get out of here scot-free.
What should
is
I
hard.
pick? Let's see.
If anybody's listening,
Regarding
this is
Henry.
exciting.
Or the movie called Threesome with Josh Charles.
And Stephen Baldwin and
Can
Wait,
you
Stephen
clarify a bit? There are
Baldwin?
numerous threesome movies. You know what? We're gonna watch threesome.
What's
Oh, is
that?
that what it said?
Nope, I went rogue because it's like there's several different threesome movies, and is this the proper?
Oh, of course.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Okay.
So
okay.
I'm gonna say, like, I know enough about Regarding Henry that I'm.
I feel like that would make me cry.
I'm
right?
fine with crying. I've never
Oh,
seen
no, same.
threesome. I've never even seen the. Like
Okay.
I've never seen the two of those three actors in the same place ever. So,
Deal.
so yeah. All right.
Threesome it is.
The movie of the week will be Threesome,
Threesome.
and
This
I
was a
do
good
believe
roster for real.
Mhm.
this is on Tubi.
Oh,
Ooh,
Yes, it is.
let's
cool.
go.
Yeah, all these are very easily accessible.
Okay.
I think Regarding Henry is on YouTube, as is Dirty Rotten Scoundrels and Kissing a Fool.
And
And
listen,
then-
I would love to see Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, but there's no way I could go that way either.
Pretend.
I have to agree with Carly. I've seen it too many times.
Yep, I hear you.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that was the one that.
May I go to the bathroom, please?
What?
Thank you.
I'm gonna have to watch this on my own. Clearly, I haven't seen it. Of course, I mean nobody's shocked.
Well, maybe we'll just keep whittling movies down
Right?
until we have to see all these, all four
We
of
can
them,
bring them back.
all of
Oh, yeah,
ours.
for real. And then
Okay,
next
so
week,
Threesome
as long
next
as
week.
everyone's cool with it, Carly, it will be your
Ooh.
time to present 4 movies.
All right.
I gotta think of 4.
Okay. I have like 3 solid ones, and then my 4th one because I'm really like stuck on keeping it in this one place.
Mhm.
Erotic thriller.
Yeah, erotic thrillers and like trashy ones too. Like we're not talking about like
Oh, yeah.
cinema; we're talking about trash.
Erotic
But, like-
thrillers with leads that never made it.
but
I
like
have a feeling
amazing
the
trash.
nurse is nurse on there.
Maybe, maybe Nurse 3D.
Maybe.
Piranha
Maybe.
3
Oh,
Double
yeah.
D.
Oh,
No, listen, Piranha 3D though. Piranha 3D. Listen,
yeah.
don't sleep on that one. That's a fun one.
I agree. Yeah,
Did
Nurse
you
is
see?
definitely.
Did you
Spoiler
see where
alert,
they,
Nurse
where
is
they
on my
did the? They did the blow up movie screen at a
Oh.
lake, and they projected Piranha 3D
Oh
as
wow.
people watched it as you were in tubes.
See,
like
I would
floating in
sit on
tubes.
like a very hard,
Yeah, I saw someone do
sturdy
that.
raft, but I wouldn't put my body in that lake water.
No.
Mm-mm.
I saw people doing that for Jaws too. I'm like, what are you
Mhm.
doing? What is
Yeah.
wrong with you people?
That's awesome.
Yeah, no.
That's genius. All
We've
right.
just covered recently with Carly and I that I have an irrational fear, and I know it's irrational of things that live in water. I don't
Yes.
like any of it, none of it.
Mm-mm.
Even mermaids,
No.
because there's these
Fuck.
mermaid movies that.
Yeah.
you
Fuck
know,
them
Listen.
mermaids. No, I'm just kidding.
Ghoulies made me afraid to poop for a long time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
God.
Ghoulies is
Mhm.
awful.
But yeah, anybody listening, watch Threesome. Come back next week. We're going to talk about that shit. And of course, and
Yes.
I have a feeling at least most
Watch
of us,
the
hopefully all
movie
of us.
Threesome.
Yeah, don't go
maybe have a
have one.
threesome. Why not?
Unless
do
you
what you
really
gotta
want
do.
to.
Oh,
Yeah.
Go,
Or do both.
Go. You be you, man. Have fun.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
And safe. Have fun
Please.
and be safe.
All right.
Especially
You
if
said
you're one of the
yes.
gays.
Oh
God.
God.
Okay, it's evolved into madness. Anyway,
Yes.
guys, thank you so much for coming tonight. And I think most of us, maybe not all, say go see me and Earl and the Dying Girl. And then
Yes.
anything else that sounded good to you tonight, and Dead Mail from me, guys, go watch it if you like the shit that I pick. But
And
otherwise, thank you
Finley.
and Finley,
Finley,
yes.
yep.
I'm gonna watch that. as
I'm
soon
gonna
as we can.
actually, as soon as we get off here, go and
Yes.
put that on my thing so that that's like in my like YouTube.
Q.
It's just
Yeah.
on YouTube. Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
YouTube, easy. But thank you for coming. Thank you for coming back.
Mhm.
And we'll see y'all next week. And threesome, have one, watch
Yep.
it, all of it. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.